morning I played golf for the first time in 2017. I hit a couple of buckets of balls a few episodes ago, but this time I got to play around. Now I played with Will, who is one of the other wealth strategists at Paradigm Life, and he is also on the podcast Strange Money, where they look at how we are saving for retirement and different approaches that can be taken to improve your retirement benefits and your odds of succeeding at retirement. Now, last year I gave Will a lot of crap, and I continue to do so, about how frequently I beat him and how I kicked his butt last year at golf. In reality, it was probably a bit more of a competitive year than I make it sound. We were fairly evenly matched. I was a little bit more consistent last year. So today, heading into this round, we tee off on the first hole, and Will takes a breakfast ball. His first ball goes into the net. His second ball was a bit better, and I get up there, and I hit a great drive, 265 yards or so down the middle of the fairway, 100-yard approach. Unfortunately, I two-putt on a par 4 and end up with a par. But with my level of skill, I'm happy with that. From that point forward, my long game wasn't bad, but I felt a bit like Happy Gilmore. My short game needed a lot of work.
Happy, the ball itself has its own energy, or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is in the hole. So why don't you send him home? His bags are packed. He's got his airplane tickets. Bring him to the airport. Send him home.
Send him home. I just send him home. It's time to go home there, ball.
Son of a bitch, Ball. Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Now, I don't hit the ball as far as Happy does, but I can't putt all that well. I did okay on putting for me, but my chipping was horrendous today. I couldn't chip the ball to save my life, and I ended up with a par on hole number 1, and then either a bogey or a double bogey each of the subsequent 8 holes. Now, what I took from my golfing today here was don't get too frustrated, especially starting off. This is my first round of the year. I'm not going to let this dictate what my future golfing is going to be. It's just the beginning of things. When you start something new, don't let failure in the beginning or mistakes that you make, don't let that define you and what you're doing in this activity. Whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's taking up a new hobby, whether whatever it may be, don't let mistakes drive you, and don't let mistakes own you. Anything that's difficult to do is going to require practice. It's going to include failure. It's going to include difficulties and problems. Fight through those things and find the sweet spot for you, and improve a little bit at a time. A little practice goes a long way, and a lot of practice will take you long distances. My challenge to you is remember that. Don't be frustrated by simple things. Don't be frustrated by failure to immediately be successful. Remember that failure, coupled with determination, will take you places you want to be. That's my challenge to you. I hope you enjoyed this episode and got something from it. Please subscribe and enjoy future episodes. Thanks.